So what happens when you combine outrageous marketing statements with an actually good product and one of the best cables in the price range? You get the HarmonicDyne Eris. This is a $249 pair of headphones. They use a dynamic driver inside. They have glass panels, a comfortable fitting, and they are sold and fulfilled by Linsol, your favorite source for Chi-Fi audio. Linsol is present on Amazon, their own website, AliExpress, and there may even be a secret channel that I don't know about. So you have the chance to purchase Linsol products from basically every single popular channel. HarmonicDyne Eris is a headphone made in collaboration with Z Reviews. This is a product that I'm reviewing as it is. It is the HarmonicDyne Eris. First off, you will notice that it is a pretty beautiful looking headphone. It has those bluish ear pads, those bluish headband, and glass on the outside. This means that those can't take a drop. At the moment you drop them, they will be shattered in pieces. Please take care of them. The driver on the inside is kind of bluish in color. I can't really get the reflection to work, but it doesn't really work on the camera, but it's kind of bluish in color. And the ear pads tend to have some sound to them. Let me try to put this up to the microphone and see if it gets recorded. The sound seems to be getting better and better, so Linsol has stated that they are aware of the sound, but it should wear out in 1 or 2 weeks. I have used them for longer. On my pair it did not wear out, but to be honest I have used them sporadically, so it was not continuous usage. As you can see, it is very similar to other HarmonicDyne headphones in the same price range. They come with both the advantages and the disadvantages of HarmonicDyne headphones in the price range. So they have this kind of click noise. This is because the earpieces move really easily inside of the Yolk mechanism. You see, this movement is a bit too light for my liking. Another thing that I've noticed with the Eris alone is that the ear pads can be turned freely. So look at this. See, this is not normal for a pair of headphones, not because it would damage the sound, but more like because if you always move the position of the earpads, you will always get a slightly different sound. There is a bit of passive noise isolation, around 5 to 10 decibels or even a bit higher, but it is not extremely high, and the sound doesn't leak that much to the outside, although this is a semi-open design. There are 2 openings on both sides of the ear cup. So right where the Yolk mechanism connects to the ear cup, there are openings for ventilation. We are dealing with a larger dynamic driver, and I've seen some pretty outrageous marketing ideas coming from HarmonicDyne, out of which the most outrageous one was that you could take this pair of headphones and reverse the cables and wear them backwards. So do this. The sound would be very different. So I don't know why they suggested that. You won't get a new sound, you'll get a wrong sound. But the actual headphone sounds pretty nice. So the cable is one of the best cables that I've seen in this price range. It is super flexible. It doesn't conduct any microphonic noise. It's so good, and the headphone is priced at $249, costing less than most high-end aftermarket cables, that I would purchase them just to use the cable with a HiFiMan Ananda Nano, Aria Organic, or even Heshe 1000 Special Edition. This is how nice the cable is. The cable even comes with a 4.4mm balanced connector. Superb, absolutely superb. The cable is my favorite part of this headphone. The headphones are somewhat sensitive to source. Somehow they reveal source noise. I don't even know how is that even possible with a pair of headphones. They need quite a bit of power to be driven well, but the sound is nice. It's a really bassy sound with a lot of impact, a lot of punch. You get pooh, pooh, super nice bass. The midrange is thick and kind of colored from the bass. You get a very thick and powerful midrange, while the treble is on the brighter, sharper side of things. Especially at louder volumes, the sound tends to be quite sharp, kind of like a wall of sound, so there is a bit of dynamic compression, but the sound is generally super enjoyable. They work really well with rock, metal, EDM, pop. It's a super enjoyable commercial sound that works really well with electronic music. Everything that is made to sound good on the radio will sound good on the Eris. The THD, or total harmonic distortion, is noted to be 0.2%, which in theory is somewhat high, but in my actual experience you can't really hear it. Even if you are listening quite loud, you won't notice the distortion. They are quite controlled. So there is no lack of control, there is no actual clipping or high distortion, but there will be a bit of bloom coming to the mid-range from the bass. The bass is so much and so powerful and so thick and heavy that you will get a bit of bloom. We typically call bloom a mix of darkness, warmth, and boominess. So I never explained that term. I should make a video where I explain every single audiophile term. That would be perfect. It would be such a nice idea. So if you want to get a bit of extra bloom in your sound, HarmonicDyne XZ Reviews Eris will deliver on that. I actually like the branding. I was just sitting outside and I thought that they look pretty cool. So the whole headphone looks pretty cool. It is a good looking headphone, especially in sunlight. The effects are quite superb. It is comfortable because you see, I have to admit that this soft material reminds me a bit of a sock. So it's like they are dressed in a sock. I've seen that done on HeadFi, where people were complaining about Sennheiser HD600 in particular. So they would take like a sock, a thick sock that they would put on the headband and it would improve the comfort. They would do similar stuff to the earpads. So HarmonicDyne thought that it would be a good idea to do this by default to the Eris. This results in a really soft headband, really soft earpads, but the squeakiness and the sound of the earpads can be a bit debilitating to the sound. So once you place them on, you'll still hear the sound while you move. After they heat up, the sound disappears, so it likely will improve in time. Around the price point of $249 there are so many options, most of them so good. They aren't particularly popular, they are the kind of headphones that go as the flavor of the month. The Eris will likely survive the test of time because it sounds so colored, it is so warm and so thick and so smooth sounding, and yet it has such a bright and energetic treble that I expect them to still be around in a year or even two. This being said, HarmonicDyne is known to upgrade their models, not the most frequently, but still fairly frequent. If they upgrade this, I want the earpads not to squeak. The ear cups made of glass is a really neat idea for looks, but if you drop them, they are dead. And that's a bit of a usage issue. At the same time, I'm excited about the sound. It's super nice. The cable is the best cable I've seen around the price range. In the entry to mid-range, there is no better cable. This is the best cable you will have. And at the same time, the whole headphone is well made. I think it's a well recommended purchase. I like them. I liked my time with them. I took them on a walk. The passive noise isolation is not strong enough that it will isolate you from the sound of the traffic, but at the same time, for this price point and for a semi-open design, it's good. It's good enough. Especially if you tend to listen at medium and loud volumes where they perform the best, I totally recommend the HarmonicDyne Eris if you want a smoother, warmer sounding headphone. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you are having fun at Audiophile Heaven. I hope you'll consider subscribing to the channel, liking this video. Don't forget, I will have purchase links in the video description if you found that you want this in your own home. Thank you so much for watching and we'll see each other really soon. Bye!